Hi everybody, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. Today is Sunday, Sew Sunday, where I inspire you to sew on a Sunday. Today I have nothing really planned, not doing anything special or specific. I'm just sewing my triangle pieces together, the little cutoffs from my 25 patch blocks, as well as the rest that I can find in this room, and I will show you where I keep those because, you know, they're the cutoffs from making binding and from all sorts of other stuff. I'm going to dig it all out and make a big, huge pile so that it's all together, even if I have to put it in its own little box, because the other boxes, well, you're going to see soon. So let's see who's all here. Whoa, it probably won't get all of you. We got Sylvia, Sherry, Deidre, Gail, Janice, Kim, Mary. I'm gonna figure out how to make this go down. I don't know how to make it go down. Oh, there we go. Janice, where was I? Mary, Paula, Kim, Lori, Gail, Sister Doob, Lori, I already said that. She's talking to Kim. You guys were in here early. We got Chloe here, Tammy, Pat, Living a Rogue Life, Delia, Alvita, let's see, Mimsy, Marie, Carissa's here, Vivian, Crystal, Vicky is here, Paula is here, Lori is here, Christy D is here, Deanne, Sylvia from Down Under, Lori. So Becca is here. If you guys don't know my friend, so Becca, she's highlighted in blue. She's a moderator. She also has a YouTube channel. So she could share that with you at any time in the chat. And if somebody could, even Becca, because you're right there, can you put the link to the group in the chat sometime during this? Because I couldn't do it because this computer does not like to do multiple things at one time. And my other computer is tied up with editing. Let's see. And all of the tablets are broke. So I have nothing. We got Sandra, another Australia. Look at this. Lots of people from down under today. And it's late for them too. Let's see. Linda, actually it's tomorrow, huh? Yeah. It would be tomorrow. So it'd be like morning time. Yes. We got Sandra. MJ is here. Patricia is here. Lori. Everyone's saying hi. Shirley. Dar is here. Sarah's here. Judy is here. Terry, Angela, Kathleen, Janet, Deborah, Mom and Pop. Hey, LL, how you doing? There's also another YouTube channel that I watch here, and that's Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. That's Laura Lynn. She's here also, it looks like. Well, it doesn't look like it, actually is. So you guys, if you get a chance to check out her channel too. Something happened again, and it totally skipped it. Oh my goodness. There we go. June, Melinda, Grammy, Melina, Laura, Linda, Stacy, Kathleen, Keisha, Janet, Patricia, Mona, Diane, Susan, Bob, Pam, Steer. Is that Steer? Yeah, that's Steer. Stir, maybe Steer. I don't know. Sandra, Cindy, Debbie. I butcher names, guys. Sorry, that's why I only say first names.
Steer is too easy. I don't know.
Amy, Linda, Baranka. Yeah, that's Baranka. Diana, Linda, Janet, Sandra. Oh, it's 8 a.m. Okay. Yeah, it is.
Okay. Good morning.
Janet, Kathy D, Lynette, Carla, Christine, Karen. Thank you, Becca, for the link. And I probably skipped a ton because this thing is just jumping around.
Keeps moving every time somebody posts something.
Dee, Trish, Susan, Lynette, Jacqueline, Amparo, Jason, and Claudia. And if I missed your name, hello, welcome. I'm Tiffany. This is my quilting life. All right, I'm going to pass this to Scott, and he will just read comments and stuff because this thing doesn't have it has a fan, but it overheats and you can't unplug it, so which kind of sucks. So yesterday I went to the thrift store and I got a book, a Quilt in the Day book. It's called Tales of First Ladies by Eleanor Burns. So I was flipping through it and I was like, hey, these are really cool in here. And the book, a lot of the pages in here are like to make it look like they're old. It's so cool. Like, totally. So I am going to definitely, like, here's Eleanor Roosevelt. I'm definitely going to like reading this book and seeing what the patterns are in it, although I've already scanned kind of through it, but I like it. I think it's awesome. I mean, it even has stuff on the White House. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's my new thing that I got because I went to the thrift store and was hanging out with my daughter all day yesterday. And I won't say her name because it'll make some of your guys' machines go off.
Oh, God. You can say her name.
Anyway. So later on, I'm not going to do it just this very second, but in a little bit, I'm going to announce the giveaways for the 20K giveaway that I did for the table runners. But first, I'm just going to sew some of these. And these are half square triangles. I mean quarter square triangles, and I'm turning them all into hourglass pieces. Some are sewn, as you can see, like this. And some are not sewn. Some are already the whole entire hourglass, but I haven't really. I'm attempting to get this all sewn. I have a ton of these in a drawer that I'm going to pull out in a minute as soon as I get some of these sewn. I just throw these in. One goes with the corner up from one side, and then the other one goes in the opposite direction from the squared side. So that way they're always in sets of 2, making it easier to snip them apart and sew them into hourglasses, which I will be making a quilt out of when I have enough of these things. So hopefully everybody's doing well today. Remember, if you have any questions, you could either ask my moderators or you can type at Tiffany's Quilting Life, the @ symbol, Tiffany's Quilting Life, just the way it's typed on my channel, and it'll highlight in red for Scott to read it to tell me. Did I finish the rest of the quilt I was working on the last several weeks? Well, yes, indeed I did. Let me grab that. Got to squeeze behind your head, Mr. Scotty. Nope, it's fine. Okay, you guys want to see this beast?
Yes, we do. You want me to hold side of it? You got it.
I got it. So I mitered the borders on this because I can. That's why. Where's the top?
Yeah, you have it upside down.
So,
there you go.
Here is my beautiful quilt that I've been doing the last couple weeks. It's definitely can be a, the word isn't coming to me. Word. What's the word?
Size?
No.
What are you trying to say? What's the word?
For veterans of Quilt of Valor. Oh. This could definitely be a Quilt of Valor. I did 3 borders, as you could see. I did the white last week's video, and then I added the red later on that day, and then the next day I came and added the blue hearts, and I mitered the corners so that all the hearts, because it was a directional fabric, so they all face outward. So there's my lovely #love quilt. Isn't it just super darling?
Yes, all saying awesome and beautiful.
So,
so straight.
No, they are not straight. You guys see, they're not perfect by no means. And then I store these, for those, I've had questions actually about this. I fold them up like this. And I usually put a tag, but I haven't yet with the size of the quilt so that I know. But I put them on hangers and I hang them in the closet so that they stay nice before I quilt them. That way I don't have to do too much ironing when I go to quilt. So there's that. There's that. So yeah, I finished that. And the purple one you guys saw with the one border on it, I didn't get a second border. Oh. Oh, no, I didn't fully put it away, so I just bring it close right here so you can see it's mitered. So that's what that seam going across it means, just like you would do binding when you miter your corners. I mitered it. So here's what the underside looks like that. So you can see it's a mitered seam. It starts and stops, and then the seam folds over, and it lays nice and flat, like that, so that all the hearts face outward all the way around. And it worked out perfect because this cream is the same as this cream. See? I forgot already.
You just said, but I didn't remember.
I forgot already. Let me 2 seconds to see. 6, 7, 38, 39 and 39. What's that? 78. 78 by 70 it is. Sorry, I can't do math in my head on the fly unless it's. Does the Quilt of Valor have to be a certain size? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it has to be. Just a quilt you give to a veteran, right? Yeah, pretty much. It could be any size. Yep. Okay, so there's that. It's completely square. So. Whew. So that's done. The purple one still needs border. The second border, I don't have any fabrics that's purple with like blue or something in it that would look good, that have that whole glitter theme. So, because that's what's all over those other fabrics is glitter. So when I go to Joann's to hunt for other fabrics, I will just grab some purple, blue, glittery fabric for the border and be done with it. The back will not get glitter fabric though, because I don't want to quilt with backing fabric with glitter and then it run under my machine into the hole and into the bobbin casing. On the top it's okay, but on the back it is not. Any questions, Mr. Scotty?
Yeah, unless I missed them, they're going so fast. They're all saying hi and talking to each other.
Ooh, well, that's good that you guys are all talking to each other.
Mark says the recommended size for the Quilt of Valor is 60 by 80.
60 by 80? Oh, well, then it could be, but it couldn't be because it's 78 square. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I just make quilts.
As a veteran and knowing zillions of veterans, I think any veteran would be glad to get anything given to them.
Yeah, any veteran would be happy to have anything.
We're not used to getting nice things. So.
Yeah, you hear him? He's a veteran, so they say they're not used to getting nice things, so they would be happy no matter what it was. So don't be discouraged if it has to be a certain size, I guess, to give to a veteran. Or pass off something that's red, white, and blue. These are already sewn. Oh, look at this. So I have this. I guess I could just start putting these guys together too. By the way, guys, I think I have the flu. I really do. I'm sick. My stomach hurts. I'm nauseous. Blah, blah, blah. So I probably won't be able to last forever today.
Yeah, whenever you say you're going to do a party, you go like 3 hours. So don't even say nothing. Just do your thing.
Yep, it's one of those days. Just finger pressing the sets of 2 to hook them together. They're so cute, though.
Or do you have a past video of Y scenes?
Do I have a past video of Y scenes? I don't remember, honestly. But I do have a video on how there's like 4 different ways to do mitered borders, and I have videos on that. A video singular somewhere. I don't know what it's called. I don't name my videos like most YouTubers. I just throw something on there and hope that, whatever. I hope that you would save it. That's what I hope you would do. Save it to your list of, oh, I want to do that, That's what I do with other people's videos. I save it to, maybe someday I'll make that. Thank you. The other day was mine and Scott's 7th year wedding anniversary. So that's probably why she said that. Yeah, the other day was mine and Scott's 7th wedding anniversary. We celebrated by eating at Chili's, and I had fried pickles. Yum! I'd had more than that. I had a bacon burger. And we sat around and watched a movie. That's what we did.
No, you had bacon.
Yep, I had bacon. Yep, no matter what I eat, I have bacon. Well, except for today. I had mac and cheese. Sometimes I throw bacon in my mac and cheese, but today I was kind of in a hurry. Yeah, I kind of rushed to eat before the live today. Usually I can have a snack and then eat after the live, but today I ate beforehand. Because I was a little bit on the hungry side. All right. Let's separate all these and do these too. I was just telling Ian yesterday, I just used the fabric he used for binding on my blocks, which is right here. If I can get them apart. Okay.
Linda loved the wedding pictures.
Aw, thank you. Okay, this one went with this one. Like that. Yep. See, I used that green Tula fabric with the baby blue color to do these, my blocks. I use whatever kind of thread I have. I have so many different brands of thread. You guys would be like, what? Yeah. I use everything from Signature to Aurifil, although Aurifil and my Juki do not get along. I use coats. I use essential thread. I use Sewology thread from Hobby Lobby. Anywhere that there's a sale and there's thread, I usually buy it. And then the long arm, I use Isacord, Glide, and a couple Harmony. What's the other brand? There's another brand. There's another brand I use out there. I can never think of it. Quarter square triangles, yes. They were cutoffs from half square triangles. But I sew them together into quarters for my next, secondary quilt from the 25 patch blocks, which this week on Wednesday, don't forget, one of those will post and you'll like it. Kind of goes along with last week's dog. So I'm sure you'll like it. All the creative 25 patch blocks are coming out now, let me tell you.
Is embroidery thread okay, GLS?
For sewing?
Yeah.
You can use whatever thread you want. If you want to use embroidery thread, which is mostly polyester, it should be like a poly wrapped polycore. You could use cotton. I've never had a thing that said, I've never said anything about what you should or shouldn't use. If your machine likes it and it runs through it and you don't have any breakage all the time, then use it.
What one you recommend?
Embroidery? I don't have an embroidery machine,
no,
so.
Is there a thread you recommend? It's a totally different person.
Oh, thread that I recommend. I don't know. I like coats. So.
Have you ever used Essential?
Yeah. That would be this one.
Good?
Yes. Essential is a good brand. Yes, I don't have any breakage with it. This is a brand new spool, but this was for quilting another project that's this color. But yeah, I use that. Yep, and I have like stuff like Gutermann thread. No.
Sorry, we can't zoom in.
Can't zoom in. Well, I can if we went over there, but I have all these off-brand ones too. These are, you know, just random threads in my now coming open thread drawer. So I have brands like, what is this? DMC. That's probably really old, but I'm going to use it because I have it. You know, all these colored ones, I try to use them all up because they're like filling this drawer. I have brand new spools of Metler. So, I mean, the sky's the limit with your thread. Just have fun, use what you got or can afford, throw it on your machine and sew. I mean, no one ever said you had to use anything specific as long as it holds the fabric together and then holds the quilt together. In the long arm, though, I always use the same thread. I mean, I will use cottons, but they make such a mess. In my little, down in the bobbin casing area, it makes such a mess. It literally has to be cleaned like every half of a bobbin. It's the weirdest thing. So, because it runs so fast, you know, the long arm glide. Yep, I use glide. All right, are these sewn together? Yes, they are. Those two go together. These two go together. And some of these don't even match. I just started sewing these things together. Some are going to be matching, some are not. But the whole entire quilt that I make from this will be all hourglasses or quarter square triangles, whatever the proper term is for this darn little block. And as soon as I get these ones, I'll pull out the drawer so I could show you guys. Okay, those definitely are on the same side.
Do you ever use hand quilting thread?
Hand quilting thread? Not that I could think of, but there probably is some in there. I don't pay attention to what it says on it. I just know that it's there. This is opposite. Wrong side. We'll save that for later. We'll put this one together.
Do you put polish on your table?
Polish on my table? No. What kind of polish? I don't do that.
Question. Hey, Tiffany,
On this table? No. On any table? No. We get too much dust to polish anything here. We live in a very dusty area.
Are these from your 25 blocks?
Yep.
That she cut off?
Yep, these are my 25 patch block extras, the leftovers. That's what these are. And I sew them together, making little blocks to use. And you know, the funny part is I'm going to actually have to trim every single one of these. I'll show you guys in 2 seconds. So I've been making 25 patch blocks for well over a year, I think 2 years now. And these are all the cutoffs in this baggie. So you can see it's a nice big baggie filled with all these already sewn together. And then there's some that are not sewn together, and then there's me working on it slowly. But I still have to trim all these too. I'm going to have to go through and trim them.
Do you have tips on how to pick colors for your quilts?
Not really. I would have to go to a fabric store and be there in person to kind of show how I pick fabrics for a quilt. Honestly, you know. I can tell you how I pick fabric, like a background fabric to go with a jelly roll, though. If you want to know that. It usually works out 90% of the time. What? think the computer is running super slow for Scott.
What sewing machine do you have?
This is the Juki TL 2010Q.
While you're at it, tell them your affiliate.
And I'm an affiliate with all sorts of things linked in the description below, like SewingMachinesPlus, where you can find this machine, as well as Fat Quarter Shop, Connecting Threads, Martelli Notions, and my local quilt shop. All linked in the description below, or on my main page in the banner, or in the About Me section of my YouTube channel. Okay.
Local quilt shop is where we buy thread.
Yep, local quilt shop is where we buy thread.
And they have what? Acoma cotton jelly rolls.
Yeah, well, that's probably gone by now.
Oh, okay. That's true. That was 2 weeks ago.
Like, okay, while we're here, since it's already on my mind how I choose colors to go with jelly rolls, we're going to find one that has the right color.
How much time a day do you spend sewing, Tiff?
Not much. It may seem like I spend a lot, but I don't actually. All right, so here is a jelly roll, a Benner Tex jelly roll. See all those pretty colors? How do you choose which one? Well, turn your jelly roll to the side, like this. Look for the prominent color. The prominent color on this one is pink. I don't want pink because I think there's way too much pink. Now go for the darkest color. You see that? Right there, there's a color, this dark purple running through here. There doesn't seem to be much of it as more as there is pinks. So look at all those pinks. There's more of this dark purple, or less of the dark purple, and there's also less of this like orangish yellow color, which would be these, which is only about right there. So you could choose one of a color in that, or you could do like me, and I'm going to go in front of the camera real quick. You can buy this like that and go, oh, look, perfect. See? Now, if I roll the jelly roll on here, you can see this purple goes with every single color in here. It may be a little bit close to these two colors right here. There. Lighting kind of sucks. It may be kind of close to those, but it still blends off of it, see? No matter where I go. So this is like a good color for this. See, it's in between the pink and the purple. I can go with a darker purple if I had, but I don't have one to show you. So, but that's how I choose for jelly rolls. I do the same with layer cakes too. I kind of look at the side and choose something that is in the layer cake. Or these as well, charm packs, flop through it, see what a color would be. So like this one, I would probably choose this aqua or this like creamy color because every single one of these has that aqua or creamy color, you know what I mean? But I don't want to go with white because white is too much. So I would go with a different color. That's how I choose fabric. So just so you guys know. My bolts we buy at Walmart and anywhere that has them on sale. In front of the camera, sorry. We buy bolts of fabric from Walmart, and I'm trying to think of the other place. Oh, Marshall Dry Goods. And that's it when it comes to bolts of fabric, unless it's like specialty stuff and it's on sale, then I'll buy all of it, which is considered a bolt of fabric. Oh, I needed to go back over there anyway. I was going to pull out my drawer to show you guys. And then we can...
You want me to get this drawer?
Nope, I'm going to show them where I keep it real quick.
Oh, okay.
All right, the camera's going to face down to my mess here in my room. All right, see I have these drawer units. They are filled. Let me just keep the camera right here. So you can see fabric stays nicely in these drawers. Let me come to the other side. Fabric is nicely in these drawers. These are like all my cuts that are, what's the word for it? Not a yard, but more than a half a yard. So that's what all this is. Anyways, this drawer is my swipe drawer. What do I mean by swipe drawer? Well, I swipe it off my desk and throw it in this drawer. That's exactly what this is. All of those little triangles are this drawer. Like tons of them, tons of them. They're literally everywhere in this drawer. This is my swipe it drawer. So there's so many triangles in here. Look at all that. And they're not even pressed. They're just thrown in here. So what I do every now and then, like right now, is I pull all this out. This is all like binding cutoffs, binding cutoffs. There's binding cutoffs. So I'll pull out all the binding and separate all the triangles. So you guys can see there's tons of binding in here. There's triangles in here. There's even little, I don't even know why these are in here. I have a drawer specifically, or a thing specifically for fabrics this size, like weird square cuts. There's like lots of binding in here. Usually I subcut those. I press them out and turn them into 2.5 inch squares. Look at all this. There's so much in here, my friends. This is so full. But this is my swipe drawer. This is what I swipe everything off the desk when I'm filming. When you guys see me making videos and stuff, it gets swiped into this drawer. So here's some more triangles, triangles, triangles. I pull it all out. More triangles, triangles. Binding. I think I bind too much. There's so much binding in here.
Have you ever done a double-sided quilt?
Yes, I have. Plenty of times, actually. Look at this. All this. Triangles. 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 Here's a whole big, huge stack of them. Triangles. So I'm going to turn all those into squares for my leftover pieces from the 25 patch blocks. So it's all going to go together. It's one nice, beautiful stack. I mean, I don't even know what this is. Why do I have this in here? It's my swipe drawer. So all sorts of weird stuff is in here. Look, I save stuff like this. I usually just rip it and, yeah, separate it. But let's move all this. Oh, there's more. Triangles, triangles. Glitter fabric. More triangles, triangles. Bigger triangles. I try not to put the bigger triangles in all this, but it's supposed to be mainly for binding stuff, but it kind of gets mixed around. I guess the big ones can go together. The super huge ones can stay separate. But yep, this is where I throw it all. So now you guys know my secrets. It all just gets thrown in here. And a lot of this I think is going to need to be pressed. Look at this, all triangles. Bigger triangles, little triangles. Everything that comes from all me making all sorts of stuff just goes right here. It just keeps piling up.
How would you describe the fabric from Marshall? Is it like Walmart, Waverly?
Walmart sells, okay, so Walmart has Waverly. Marshall Dry Goods has all the other brands, Andover and Marcus Fabrics and Benartex and I can go on and on. Robert Kaufman, they sell Tula, they have Moda, they have all sorts of stuff there at Marshall Dry Goods. So whatever you get from there, like if you buy those regular fabrics, that's what you're going to get is those fabrics. This is going to be the same as any quilt store. But say you want the Marshall Dry Goods brand, well, here is a Marshall Dry Goods brand right here. just the same as any other fabric. It's thick, it's nice, and it's nice. I've never had a problem with it. And they wash beautifully. They're not like too stiff or anything, you know, but this is a Marshall Dry Goods fabric. But they sell all the regular brands there, just so you guys know. All this is triangles right here. No, I do not save them. I usually cut all this stuff off, but of course not on these triangles, as you can tell. Yep.
You have overcome and you're a blessing to many.
Not really overcome, but I overcome every day. Does that make any sense? It's thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, well, I thought they. Oh, look at this is all triangles, it looks like mostly. Got bandana fabric in here.
Fabric from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, I think so. All that's
pricier normally.
This is all triangles. That's not a triangle. All triangles. Yeah.
Sometimes they have stuff that Walmart doesn't.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to go there.
Yep, they have stuff that Walmart doesn't, so I go there. Okay, I think this whole thing I'm just going to pull out because this seems to be mostly triangles. And the rest this is like binding. Got some teak scraps in here, which aren't supposed to be in here. I usually roll the binding up like this, you know, but I haven't been doing that lately. Some of it's in here, nice and good. I think these are the scraps from the quilt that sits behind Becca. I think that's what these are from.
Becca, you still on here? These are scraps?
Yep, I got your scraps here, Becca, from yours. All right, I'm gonna put all this back in here for now. She's probably here. She's on the computer. All right, so that's all that. Oh, let's put this back in there. So that's all the half square triangle thingies that I'm going to now, see that big nice mess and that's your piece. I'm now going to just start, you know, sewing, although they do need to be pressed, but that's what I will be getting to sooner or later, little by little. Now that we did all that. All right, let's get to the giveaway. Before I get too distracted. She's what?
Loading a quilt.
Ah. Okay, so the giveaway for the 20K giveaway. I made, just so that I'm reminding you guys, I made table runners, the card table runners. Here's the front.
That is so awesome.
Here's the back. So there's 5 of these. They're all different, except, well, 2 of them are kind of similar, but they're all different. They're all quilted differently too, like as you can see on this one. So they're all quilted differently. That's the back. It's number 2. This is number 3. This one is custom quilted, you know, fancy. Spent more time on this one than I did any other one. But this is the one from the tutorial, and that's why. Here's the back of this one. It's flowers. They all have my signature on them. A nice tag, so whoever wins, you will get a little signature. The giveaway ended. You can't enter. It was closed this morning. I closed the video this morning for that. You can comment on the video all you want, but the entering is over. Then there's this one. This one has butterflies quilted into it. I don't know if you can see any of them at the moment because of the way I'm holding it. So there's that one. The back of this one is just blue hearts and stars. And the last one is another pink Both the pink ones are quilted differently as well, so they're not the same. One has leaves, flowers, and tendrils. One has flowers and leaves only, no tendrils. So they're similar, but different. All right. So those names were drawn. Anyway, the names were drawn. We had to do it from the computer, which is now taken up with video editing. So I wrote everything down because that's what I do. All right. Winner, oh, I'm going to tell you how I'm doing this, by the way.
They wanted to see my shirt.
Oh, that's Scott's shirt. They're probably not going to see fully. When I ship these out, nobody's getting anything specific. I'm going to be putting them all into a bag, a shipping bag, and then put them all into a bag and throw them on the floor, mix them up, slap a label to whomever won it, and you get what you get and don't throw a fit. Okay? That's what my mama used to say. Yeah, they can't see Mr. Scotty.
There.
Anyway. Dun, da, da, da. Number 1, Kathy D's Creative Chaos.
Yep, she's on here.
Her comment read, "My dining room table is near my laundry room, so I use it to fold and sort clothes." That was her response to the question I asked in the video. So Kathy D's Creative Chaos, you are winner number 1. Congratulations!
She's on here. She just said, "Hey there, Iron Man."
All right. Winner number 2. Linda Denton. Linda Denton. Her comment read, "I use our table for cutting fabrics and putting other things on, and sometimes to sew, especially if I need to quilt a quilt, which is small like a twin." So Linda Denton, congratulations. You are winner number 2.
I don't know if Linda Denton's even on here. It's just so many.
All right.
Yep,
Oh, Linda Denton is there. Yep. So, and those of you that I'm calling out as these winners, don't forget to email me, which is found in the description below, Tiffany_Groff_Quilting_designs@yahoo.com. You got to email me so I know where I'm shipping this to. And if you're out of the country, I also have to know that so that we can discuss mailing, how much it's going to weigh, so we know how much it's going to cost to ship. All right. Winner number 3, Florence Carter. Florence Carter, her comment read, "I moved my table into the living room and took over dining room for a sewing room." Florence Carter, congratulations. You are winner number 3. All right, here we go.
Saying they love your energy you bring to it. They wish they had half your energy.
Thanks, guys. All right, winner number 4. If I butcher names, I'm sorry. Maureen McMullen. Maureen McMullen. Her comment reads, "I use my kitchen table for playing board games, mystery games, and card games. Also for mail and recycle sorting. It's also a landing zone for lots of things until put away." Maureen McMullen, you have won. Woohoo! All right, and the last one, winner number 5 is P.T. Lanes. P like puzzle, T like Tiffany. Lanes, P.T. Lanes. Their comment read, "Big congrats. I use my dining room table for quilting, painting, ironing, mail collecting, my son's sport bags, my son's dressing room for Air Force uniform, and folding laundry." So, P.T. Lanes, congratulations. You are winner number 5.
Well, that one and Maureen are in the chat.
So, Kathy D's Creative Chaos, Linda Denton, Florence Carter, Maureen McMullen, and P.T. Lanes. All of you, please email me so I know where I'm going to be shipping these to, and don't suggest something because it's all getting bagged up and you're getting what you get. So congratulations, everybody. Thank you all for entering such interesting uses for kitchen and dining room tables. Let me tell you, like I read through all 580 comments. I read through every single one of them with Scott. And a lot of you have landing zones like us. You just kind of come in the house, you drop it on the table and you walk away. And then when you really, really need to find something, you're digging for it. And it's usually on the kitchen table. But
Well, we used
there's a lot of you who use it for sewing. A lot of you use it for folding laundry. A lot of you use it to play games with your family.
we used the thingy, the random.
The random comment generator. That's how the names were picked. And I had to write them all down because, again, I'm in the middle of editing, so everything had to be written down on paper. Anyways, but yeah, you guys used your tables for some crazy stuff. Some of you say that you don't even have a kitchen table, but you use TV trays. Same thing. There's a lot of you that, use it for just family gatherings only, where the table stays completely declutter free and you just sit there and gather with your family. Some of you have it as a Keurig station. I read that.
Bruce says I couldn't post what I really use it for. I don't know if we want to hear that answer.
So, yeah, there was a lot of interesting. I want to thank all of you for commenting on that video. A lot of you commented saying that you liked my little bloopers at the end. Thank you. I decided to let the camera stay rolling and then I cut it all out and put it all together. I never do that, but I thought it would be funny because I needed something longer than 2 minutes of a video. So anyways, again, Kathy D, Creative Chaos, Linda Denton, Florence Carter, Maureen McMullen, and PT Lanes. Make sure you guys message me. And that way I can get these shipped off to you as soon as possible. I have a lung doctor appointment on Tuesday. So if you guys could do it before Tuesday, then, that would be so much fun. Because then we can just have Scott do that while I'm at the lung doctor.
I'm going with you into the doctor's. We're going to go to the post office together afterwards.
So these are now going to get packaged up and thrown across the room to where I don't know what's in what package because I will forget. So it's just going out at random. They're all signed by me.
You sure you signed everyone?
Yep, they're all signed.
You know they're going to ask.
All right. So there's that.
Bruce said I'll email that answer.
So, I've been reading those comments throughout since I posted it. And yeah, there's been lots of, you guys, the different uses for tables. Pretty cool.
Very few, but some actually used the table runners and decorated their table.
Yeah.
But it was extremely few.
Yep. I would say 90% of you responded with whether you do things at your table or not, or eat or whatever, is still a catch-all for everything, paperwork and so on and so forth. I'd say 90% of you said that.
Sandy says it's funny no one eats at it.
Yeah, it was rare that there was comments that said they ate at their table. So it was a fun giveaway to, and for you guys to answer those questions. Because, yeah, it's nice to know that we're not the only ones that throw junk on our table. Anyway. I don't think so. Have I? No. I had 400 people. Holy moly. You guys are all sitting here watching me apply chapstick from this weird chapstick ball. My daughter gave it to me. It smells good though. Just sitting here watching me be crazy. That's fine though. We're all a little bit, I don't have the word for it. Wonky, crazy, wild. I don't have no energy. I'm faking it. Yep. Today is one of those days where, actually I do it every day. But I could always put a smile on, even if I don't need to or want to, I still do. So today is one of those days where I'm smiling, although inside me, I'm yelling at myself, Tiffany, lay down. Lay down. Go to sleep.
Kathy says you're just down to earth.
Good. I'm glad. Whew. I am working on these little guys. Let's open one up. They are Little tiny things. Scott, you can hold this up if you want.
Give me a second.
Actually, I'll do it. I put a sports bra on so you guys can't see anything when I lean forward.
Okay.
So these are what I'm making. Quarter square triangles or hourglass blocks, whatever you want to call these things. Some of them are going to be two of the, each of the same colors. Some are going to be different, just doesn't matter. It's just, they're all going together. I have a whole entire thing filled with them. There's a lot in here, guys. I suctioned all the air out so you could see there is a lot here. It doesn't look that fat, but it's getting there, and I'm filling it up. So that's what I'm doing because, well, I have nothing else to do today. I didn't want to start another quilt project because I have, I've been filming for a while in here, and I'm starting a client start to finish baby clothes quilt. So I needed all projects out of the way. Everything needed to be cleaned up and moved out of the way so that I don't distract myself while I'm filming making that. So if you guys only see me on Sundays and Wednesday videos, that's because I'm going to be so busy in here filming in the next couple days, which could lead to weeks. But you guys will get a finished video out of it in the end. So that's what I'll be working on. So I didn't want to, that's why I finished those other things and got them done and just figured I'd, play with these when I'm bored, just sewing these together. But I have mounds of stuff to clean up in here still on the floor to get out of the way so that I can move. Because when I film, I move the camera with me. I don't have stationary cameras until I clean my room up and move my desk. Then I'll have all my stationary cameras will always be going for filming. But at this moment, I don't. So I'm going to definitely film all that first. And then I'm going to finally clean my room up to where I can organize it and get it somewhat easier to do things in, because right now I'm throwing things here, there, and everywhere, and I'm misplacing things. So, hi, Mom. My mom is here. If you guys didn't know, Beth is my mommy. My mom's being creative at her house too. She's so excited. She has her little area for sewing and quilting and crafting all set up now and functional. It's pretty awesome. I think I got my mom addicted. Well, I mean, she sewed when I was a kid. I wish I had the pictures. I would show you guys the kind of things my mom used to make me when I was a kid. I still wore it though, but she made some funky little outfits in the 80s for me and my sister with glow-in-the-dark paint. Like the one I thoroughly remember, right this very moment, is this little purple skirt that was made of some kind of plastic fabric because the underside was soft like tablecloth, but the outside was like tablecloth. It stuck to itself with a big, huge belt buckly thing on it. And the shirts were pink with white. And she had big, huge clocks made out of glow-in-the-dark fabric, or puffy fabric paint stuff. The black clock things all over our shirts so that when you turn the light off, our shirts glowed. Yeah, my mom made us some funky clothes in the 80s. I would show you guys all a picture, but I kind of can't get to that right now.
I want to see a picture later.
But
you
yeah,
she have a picture of that?
Yeah.
You've never shown me. I want to see.
It's on the Facebook, actually. It's on my Facebook under Growing Up album.
I did not know this. I've never seen any of these pictures then. I want to see.
In 7 years being married, I haven't shown you that picture.
Nope.
You've seen it. You're going to see it and go, oh, I saw that. He's going to be like, I saw it. Let me tell you. Funky clothes. But that's okay. I love my mom. Even though back then, the style, I would never wear it these days. The only thing I like to this day is muumuus. I like to wear big, huge, oversized muumuu pajamas. Let me tell you. I don't know why I do. I just do. Something about the way a muumuu feels when you button it up in the morning. It's like a robe. and a nightgown, all in one.
That's you and your sister love those outfits.
I know, but now I do not. What'd be really funny, Mom, is if you go through the garage and you actually find the outfits because you save them.
Did your mom ever sew you a corduroy dress?
I don't know. Mom, did you ever sew me a corduroy dress? I don't know. She made us all sorts of stuff.
She created those without any pattern.
Well, they fit. I know that. I'll have to share in the Facebook group. If you guys aren't part of the Facebook group, then I'll have to share into that.
Wear your combat boots.
Yes, I do, Vicky. I don't wear them every single morning because, I don't, but they drag around. The only thing about them is they pick up thread around the house, and it's like thread vacuums. That's what they are, thread vacuum booties. So I try not to wear them too much around the house, mainly just when I'm sitting in bed.
What is a muumuu?
A muumuu is a big oversized nightgown. Well, it doesn't have to be oversized. I like them oversized.
I don't know if she was joking.
It's a big, huge nightgown, and usually they either zip all the way up or they button all the way up in the center. It looks like a robe, a short-sleeved robe, but you can buy long-sleeve muumuus. I don't know why they were called a muumuu. It's just like a robe, a nightgown robe. That's all it really is, but yeah, it's just this big, I wear oversized, but yeah, that's what it is. Let's see, what do we got going on here? These match, those match. We'll use these. Yep, that's what they are. Just a big, huge nightgown robe. Nightgown robe. There's got to be an actual, true, whatever description about it, but I'm just going to say nightgown robe because it flows off my tongue.
Tracy says sorry she's late. She was binge watching Tucker, and she has you to blame for that.
Oh, yeah. I hope you guys have all checked out little Tucker's Quilting and Sewing and Quilt. It's Tucker's Sewing and Quilting. So he's young. So young, and like I wish I started when I was his age because I would be as good as he is at his age. He's better than me when it comes to long arm quilting. We have the same styles with long arm quilting, but there's one thing he can do that I cannot, and that is a whole entire quilt of pebbles mixed with stuff. I cannot do pebbles. I suck at pebbles. I suck at pebbles. I just can't do it. I don't know why I can't do it. I cannot wrap my brain around circle pebbles over and over again. I don't know why. I just can't. And yeah, he did this fantabulous, you like my word, quilt that he's doing. He says he's not going to take it to a show. And I'm like, kid, that needs to go to a show because it's absolutely amazing. Like I've never seen a young kid, let alone a young male kid, be so interested in quilting and do such a fabulous job at it. It's amazing. It's amazing. He deserves tons of recognition, you guys. So if you guys find him and go over there and subscribe, he doesn't have a lot of videos, but they're long arm quilting videos. And then he did teach a double wedding ring a couple months ago. But yeah, great kid. Anyways, yeah. What else? I don't have anything else. Unless you guys do. Just ask away. I'm here. Let's find where this stopped and that started, though. Okay, these are together, right? Right. Yep.
How old is Tucker?
He's 16. Unless he's changed ages, but the last I asked him, he was 16. He's the same age as my son. The one that's still here at home, I mean.
What's the name of this site?
Tucker's Sewing and Quilting. Okay, these need to be sewn. These are sewn.
You ready for me to iron? I want my shirt.
Yep. You can start ironing these. I'll pass them all to you.
Well, here, I'll put this over here so you can somewhat read.
I'd link it, but I kind of can't at the very moment.
Oh, well, you can see the hearts, right?
Yep.
That's right where I stopped. There's so many of them. They have questions and they ask.
I think he would be 17 at the beginning of April. Yeah, something like that. But he's the same age as my son. Mine will turn 17 in July, so the end of July. I think he's just a little bit older.
Am I in all this?
Just so
All
far.
this?
No, these aren't sewn.
Oh, so just these.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should be using my little chingamabobber, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
my thread,
The cutter?
cutter
You want me to do
thingy. No, it's fine.
You're so weird.
Been really hot here.
Doesn't matter which side I iron these two then, right?
Nope. As long as they're flat and no folds in them, because these are small, so they need to kind of stay right.
Well, like that.
Yeah.
Flat.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. Make it flat. It's flat.
Make it flat. That's all that matters is if it's flat. My moo is Hawaiian, gathered on a yoke, crafting sleeves sort of incorporated on the same side. House dress has zipper, button, snap, front closure. Yeah. Well, I was reading what a moo is. Tiffany, do you know Tucker, or do you just happen to find him? I found him a little right when he started his YouTube channel, so a little over a year ago, like almost 2 years ago, his first little quilting video through T, because he used to come on T with T Quilts YouTube, like during her live streams, and that's how I found him. And he was like introducing himself, and I was like, oh, he's like, oh, I got a YouTube channel too. And I was like, oh, I'll go check it out, and I went and checked it out, and I was like, wow. So yeah, that's why. Man has an artist brain. Yes, definitely has an artist brain. All right, let me sew some more of these little guys. What's the name of his channel? Tucker's Sewing and Quilting. And I would love to put a link in for you guys, but I'm not going to sure if I can, because this thing does not like the internet.
Don't try it. You're gonna get us off the stage, and it's gonna take forever to get back.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to. Thank you, Becca. Becca got it. All right, those haven't been done. Those are, oh, look at that. I had an equal amount left. Yay. I like when that happens. So I'm going to finally clear up all these darn pieces throughout my room. Thank you, Becca. Graffiti quilt is pretty amazing. Yes, it is, Mom. It is. Guess I could sew all these guys. What else do we got over here? I have such the mess. I'll put you guys up there. Yep, it's Angela Walters level. All right, those need to be sewn. Those need to be sewn. What do I got in here? I got some white on whites. Lots of them. Ooh wee, look at all that. Lots of these, lots of those. Such the mess. Got some Minnie Mouse fabric.
Oh, no way.
Well, it's got her ears.
Oh, just a little bow. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I've seen that before.
That green. That green.
Yeah.
Let's mix some of these together. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Loved your Scotty dog. Yes. Yep. I'm having fun with my 25 patch block videos. It sucks that it's going to end this year, my friends. This is the last year for it. And then I'm starting something new. Fantastic and new. Do I know what? No. Do I know how? No. Do I know when? No. I just know that it'll be new and fun. All right, let's sew these guys. Yep, it'll be something different. Oh, these are all ironable. Or not.
Why don't you just let me go? I'll take care of it.
All right.
But he knows how to do his job.
Let's see. Right sides together. Mentioned to Tucker's son and asked if he would sew with me like Tucker does. He said, nah, not my thing. Tiff, can you show how to make quilt as you go blocks? Debbie, I don't do quilt as you go. I know how. Do I want to? Not really. There are a lot of fantastic channels out there that do quilt as you go, so I would recommend that you check them out. I have so many projects going at once that starting a quilt as you go project would just be a lot more than I need right now. I got to focus on my client jobs and stuff as well as keeping my content up for YouTube. So unfortunately, I don't have any videos on it and I don't plan on making any videos on it. So sorry about that. I did kind of do quilt as you go a little bit when I was back in my garage, but it's not anything watchable. It's pretty horrible, actually.
Oh,
No, it is. I don't even think it's still on YouTube because it was so bad. I think I pulled it off. Or at least made it private, you know. Hubby is home, gonna eat. Tiffany, daughter-in-law, has nephew that is artistic, comes and moves back towards home when I turn him loose on my long arm. Oh, yeah. Don't think any of my offspring are interested in quilting, not even interested in what I do. Mine have made quilts. Tiffany makes regular quilting learnable. Thank you. Yes, I tried to. I mean, I've showed free motion quilting, so if you want a free motion quilt, you know, that might be worth a shot. You can still make the top and pin it together and stuff, but I know a lot of you can't do that.
Kathy says the quality of your videos has gotten a lot better.
Thank you. I'm trying.
That's because you got new devices.
That's because all the devices are new and all the old ones are broke. Like literally.
Which is why I don't have any, because all of them are broke.
Yeah, Scott doesn't have anything anymore because they all broke. Everything broke. Broke. Technology isn't made to last forever. All this stuff. So little by little, I'm trying to make everything better. Specific thing that I have to do, I just sew. I don't have to worry about anything matching or anything like that because it's going to be a nice scrappy quilt when I am done. It's very fun. Very fun. Very time consuming, but fun. Let's grab this guy. At least I didn't have to do any cutting today. All right, every two. See, I sew them in. I go point in first. I know if you have like a machine like this that has the open throat space, or the, I mean, Needle plate, the open kind, it's hard to go with a point in first, but I go point in first, I sew my 1/4 inch seam, and then I put the next one in square in, the square part of it in. That way, when I open these up, like this, they're automatically opposite sides. So it goes in pretty nicely, just like that. And then I sew them together. So I put them in twos. I put the corner of the dark side and then the light side, you know, I swap them out so that they'll always be opposite. These are probably all going to have to be trimmed down to 2 inches by the time I'm done sewing all these, because some of them are cutoffs from other things and I wasn't being like super cautious about chopping my ends off, but I do save this stuff. There are some instances where I toss it, but it's very rare. I usually keep these little triangles. And I try to sew them as often as I can just to keep up with the mess. Because as you saw, that drawer was quite messy. Although I used to keep binding in a separate spot, but lately I've been throwing it in there. I have more little dresser things like this. These units, I have more of these to put in here. That's where organizing my room is going to come into play very soon. Because I'm going to use those up to clean things up. So binding will all go in one. And I mean, it was originally, but now it's a disaster. Like everywhere else in here. There are times where it's somewhat clean, but that's rare. It's my chaotic space. How long have I been on, Scott?
An hour and 11 minutes.
So,
How long has it been since you last cleaned out your swipe drawer?
I did it last year. What was last year? 2021. I did it in 2020. That was the last time I cleaned it out. I actually did it while on camera when I was sick because I didn't want to. I wasn't in the mood, so I started pulling things out of it. 2020 was not only a bad year for everybody, but it was a bad year for me because of my valley fever problem, and I really struggled quilting for you guys. So I did a lot of really simple, easy stuff because I was struggling with getting out of breath all the time and stuff, which I still have problems with on occasion. All right. You can't delete them.
There's so many that by the time I get there, there's 8 million more, and I can't scroll with it. It's not the tablet.
Yeah, you can't scroll.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's
Why are you
slow.
asking? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. So a lot of trolls are coming in today?
No.
Oh.
I'm getting most of them.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Sit
Oh, man.
down and do your thing.
Those two are on the same side. I wasn't paying attention. But what I can do is open these fellers up and put these with these. Why? Because it doesn't matter which one goes with what. I'm just sewing them together. If I can keep this set together, I keep the set together. But if not, I put totally 2 different kinds together. As long as they all get used up and stop sitting in a drawer. That's what matters. Give me 2 seconds, guys. My neck is starting to do that thing.
You may rub it.
Nah.
Massage your neck while you're on.
Nah. We'll be good till I'm off.
When you're off, you're gonna go back and do like a million other things. You want me to rub your neck?
Okay. Come rub my neck.
It's not like it's hard.
He's gonna give me a
We can read the
neck
comments.
massage while
We can
I'm
read the
sewing.
comments. I can. The computer can sit right there.
I just realized that the camera's facing down, pretty far down.
Yeah. So. Still read the comments.
Oh.
Does that hurt?
A little, yes.
Oh, well, do you want to stop?
No, it's fine.
I do this for you every day.
Hello, everybody that's joining. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I think I'm going to just finish sewing these guys, these pieces that I'm sewing now, and then this set right here. Because I'm getting whatever in my head.
Curious, what do you do to prepare for a show? In particular, any special prep for your machine?
For my machine, no. I don't. I just make a quilt and long arm it and call it a day. And if I enter it to a show, I enter it into a show. Some of them I know that I'm gonna make them into show quilts. Then there's some that I'm like, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should.
What do you do to prepare?
I don't prepare.
Your show for Show Sunday. I believe.
Oh, for this, I don't clean anything. I don't clean the room. I just turn the camera on and press go. I don't have nothing to prep unless I'm doing the computer with my other computer, my new one. If I have to set that up and all the cameras and stuff, then I have to prep like a half an hour early. So that way I can set everything up around the table and stuff.
What do you think you'll make out of these?
I'm making a quilt out of them all. So all this is going to be turned into a quilt.
One big quilt?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep, all the leftovers from, these are from 25 patch blocks from the whole series that I've been doing, and from obviously my drawer, my swipe drawer. And there's been a couple times that I've done something in here and I didn't even swipe it into the drawer, which would be this pile right here. You know, like some of them I haven't been putting in the drawers because I left it out with this coordinating fabric thinking I was gonna like make something else, but I didn't. So I've decided it all should go into this quilt, the leftover pieces quilt. Thank you, Deborah. Oops.
Oh, I heard that. Crap.
Oh, and then I make sure I'm wearing appropriate clothing too, instead of my pajamas. That's the only other thing I do to prep.
How much do you charge for one block with your name signed in the middle? We've never sold that.
I've never sold something like that. Why? Does somebody want a block with my name signed on it?
Sister, if you want... Oh, no, it wasn't. Yeah.
Was it?
Sister, if you want one, tell us where you live. You're going to pay shipping.
Yeah.
Other than that...
Email me if you guys want something like that. Email me. I cannot send all 20,000 subscribers something because I don't have 20,000 blocks. But I can make that happen.
It wouldn't be hard. You're going to pay shipping and
that's it.
Whatever block worth of fabric is, a buck or two.
I don't know what size block or kind of block you're talking about anyway. You gotta let me know these things, people.
Yes, Marie, I do all the laundry. Everybody made fun of Tiff because she got a new washer and dryer for her anniversary, and they said, oh, she got a chore to do. Well, Tiff hasn't done laundry and used a washer and dryer in 7 years, so...
Nope.
She got a washer and dryer for me to use.
Yep.
Actually, it's been 9 years since she's used a washer and dryer. We've been together 9 years.
I've washed
we've been married 7. We've been together 9. Becky said PJ Sunday.
Well, the PJ's the bottom half. PJ's on the bottom, business on the top. That's how it works.
Like a mullet.
Yep. Yep.
It's like a mullet.
A clothing mullet.
Party in the back. Huh?
Yep. Is that it?
Heather says if you sent all 20K a quilt block, there'd be no fabric left in your room.
Nope. There would not. I would definitely finally be out. I'd need more. All right, there you go. You can stop rubbing and just iron
I can
those.
iron?
And I'm gonna do my closing. Oh, this can't breathe sitting on all that fabric.
I thought it was. I thought I had it sitting on the end. That's why I sat it there. I'm sorry.
All right, so I have
don't want it
another.
to overheat and then another device dies.
Yeah, we're not trying to kill any more laptops or tablets, or well, we don't have any more tablets, but any more devices. Not trying to kill any more. All right, so I'm gonna throw these in here. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to separate that pile. Trying to squeeze them in where I can. I don't even have 20,000 of these little guys right here, you know? It'd be impossible now that I think about it. Yeah, that would be a lot of fabric. All right. My favorite shirt I sew in my dad's fishing lures. I cut oh, I would send you more fabric then. Yeah. The purple cutting thing is called the Cutting Gizmo by the Gypsy Quilter, but they don't look like this anymore. They've changed the design of it, but it uses a razor blade. So if you have like razor blades from, I know those like ice scraping things have razor blades in them that you guys in the colder states have. It uses those. So if you had like a leftover blade, you just throw it in here. But they also make, so Becca has a little one. Becca, are you still here? What is your little cutter called? I think it's called the Cutting Gizmo too, or hers is the Star Ninja Flower. They kind of all look like that now. So it's something like that. So if you go on like the Fat Quarter Shop or Connecting Threads and you type in like Cutting Gizmo or the Ninja Flower, I don't even know what the Ninja Flower, she calls it the Ninja Flower, but there's an actual name for it. If you type it in or look, they'll have it. It looks different though now. All right.
She says, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know the razor blades came."
Oh yeah, it does. And when it starts, after a while, it's usually pretty tight in here, but after a while, it'll get loose. So as the blade starts, like, what's the word for it? Dull. Yeah, when the blade starts dulling, it kind of gets like it loses its tightness in here. But yeah, it does come out. So you got to be careful because if you tip it sideways, it will just fall out after a while. So you can put a piece of tape on it and shove it in there, but then you're never going to get it out unless you poke it out with something because it has a slit for it to come out. So just know you got to leave them upright. That's why I think Blade Saver, that's what Becca has. Now I just remembered. The Blade Saver one, it actually screws around the blades so that you save your rotary blades that are dull, you know, and it won't come out and hurt somebody.
Yeah, that's what Angela's saying. The one Becca has uses an old rotary cutter.
Yeah. I think it's called the Blade Saver, but they're all the similar. They have the same idea of things. It keeps you from having to take your snips and snip, 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 snip. You know, I think it's a little bit easier to just put your little torture device down and snip it all apart. You know. So, anyways.
Are you about done?
All right. Well, I could take that away. I'm gonna get off of here. Or just leave it right there. I'm gonna go relax and watch TV or something, and little by little I'll be sewing on these. For the next couple sew Sundays, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to QuiltCon the 19th and 20th. That's a Saturday and a Sunday, so I will be down in Phoenix for that. My 4-star general block should be released on the 21st. Every Wednesday is my 25 patch block. We're at 70 something blocks, so we're going to 90. Other than that, so Sundays for the next couple Sundays is probably just going to be something dull. I'm not going to start any new project. I'm just going to kind of start working on cleaning things up in here. That way I can continue with my t-shirt quilt for my clients. So,
Name the winners again before you go,
and the
tell them
winners,
to email you.
don't forget the winners
we can
need
get
to
the
email me your address. Make sure you put it in the title of your email because I get spam email all day long that you were the winner of the 20K. We have Kathy D's Creative Chaos, Linda Denton, Florence Carter, Maureen McMullen, and PT Lanes. If you do not respond to me by next Sunday, I will re-give these out. Please make sure that you email me by next Sunday, which is the, I don't know, like what is it, the 6th, 5th, something like that. Just email me or else I'm going to go put them back in my giveaway pile. So, all right. Thank you guys all for watching. Have a great Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe if you do, like my videos, and share with your quilty friends. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bye.